I am Bea Premack, and we are in Aberdeen, South Dakota, which is the heartland of America. And I'll give you our Life is Good in Aberdeen slogan, because life really is good in Aberdeen. I came to Aberdeen as a bride just about 56 years ago. I came from Omaha. We had family that was living here at the time. My sister had married and was living in Aberdeen. And so when I met my husband through them, then coming to Aberdeen was not like coming to the end of the world, because I already had family here and so on. I've been real active in the community. Starting with the kids, I was active in PTA and was PTA president. I was a Girl Scout leader and a Boy Scout, Cub Scout leader, and of course then active in those groups. I got involved in the arts and was, interestingly enough, one of the people that served to begin our local Aberdeen Area Arts Council. I was involved in Community Concert Association and served on that board and was president of that organization for several years. My arts involvement then got me into state arts work, where I was able to serve on the State Arts Council and in helping with the state arts advocacy, South Dakotans for the Arts. As the girls took dance lessons, we organized a group called Dakota Ballet Association, which worked as an independent dance organization from our dance studio at the time. From Dakota Ballet Association, we brought dance companies into the community, dance workshops, a variety of dance opportunities. And I think from that, I can safely say that there were a lot of young people from that time who went into dance as either professionals or teachers. Out of that also grew a major dance program in our city park and rec. Then, because as the kids got older, then I worked in the business with Herschel, with my husband. Because I didn't have to spend a lot of time at work to get my work done, I was able to be involved in the Chamber of Commerce. So then I was fortunate in being invited to serve on the Chamber Board. From there started a committee that worked between the Chamber and the Arts Council for a Business in the Arts Committee. And we started a project called April Arts Month in Aberdeen. My involvement with the Chamber eventually led to my serving on the Development Corporation Board. Through all of that, I felt that one of my major things was bringing into the community the concept that the arts are basic to the needs of the community. Eventually, we now have a very active community theater located downtown. Our Park and Rec department has a very active cultural center, and the Park and Rec department took over the vacated high school downtown in the heart of downtown and is gradually developing that as funds become available. It includes the old high school, which is a big building, Civic Community Theater that seats 1,500, and our Civic Arena. L. Frank Baum lived in Aberdeen from 1888 to 1891. It's a story, L. Frank Baum, when he lived here, scholars will say he was writing about South Dakota in The Wizard of Oz. There was indeed a tornado that lifted a building while he was here. There was drought in South Dakota during those years. He had other family here. They were farmers, they were business people. And he was a writer and a storyteller, and his life is intertwined with his life in Aberdeen. When you see the hate, the distrust, the difficulties that are happening in the world, you think, well, what can I do? Where do I fit into this picture? And just doing whatever you can and then continuing to do whatever you can.
I happen to be Herschel Premack, and we happen to be in the Synagog in Aberdeen, South Dakota, the congregation B'nai Isaac, which is like a little over 90 years old now. And I happen to be standing on the bema in front of some of the Jewish symbols. My parents came to Aberdeen at a very young age. My mother was a teenager. My father was a teenager. And they met here and fell in love and married. The congregation at the time had someplace between 40 and 50 families. Today the Jewish community is very small. We have maybe 15 or 18 Jewish people in town. This has been my home since I was born. I was born here. I've lived here all my life. And it's been a very significant thing being part of the community and being active in the synagogue. I've been very happy living here. I think that if we hadn't been, we wouldn't still be here. And thank goodness Bea has been satisfied and involved in the community, and so it has been fulfilling for both of us.